Let me tell you something. There's something about you that the world can't quite figure out. You walk into a room and people pause. They do a double take. They whisper, how do they look so young? What's their secret? Some might say it's genetics. Others will guess it's your skincare. But I'm here to tell you, the real reasons, they run deeper than skin. See, looking young isn't just about what's on the outside. It's about the light you carry within. It's about the spirit that refuses to grow old, the energy that makes time hesitate before it leaves its mark on you. Some people age with every trial they face, but you rise, you endure, you glow. Now listen carefully, because I'm about to reveal the 7 hidden reasons why you look younger than your age. And if you recognize these in yourself, know this. You are blessed. Number 1, your heart is light, not heavy with resentment. There's something powerful about a heart that knows how to let go. See, most people walk around carrying the weight of their past like a heavy chain wrapped around their soul. They hold on to anger, to pain, to moments that cut them deep. And over time, that weight starts showing. It carves lines into their face. It dulls the light in their eyes. It drains the energy from their body. But you are different. You have made the decision, whether consciously or unconsciously, to release what does not serve you. And that choice, that freedom, is why you still look vibrant, why people can't quite put an age on you. You don't wear your burdens on your skin because you've chosen to let them go. And that makes you glow in a way no skincare product ever could. Forgiveness is not about letting others off the hook. It's about setting yourself free. When you hold on to resentment, your mind and body suffer. You replay the pain, relive the betrayal, re-experience the heartache. And every time you do, it etches itself deeper into your soul, creating stress, anxiety, and tension. That tension ages people. It stiffens their body, darkens their spirit, and robs them of joy. But when you forgive, not because they deserve it, but because you deserve peace, you break the cycle. You choose lightness over heaviness, and that choice reflects in every part of you. Your face is softer, your smile is genuine, your presence is warm. People may not realize it, but they feel it. They see the youthfulness in your energy, in the way you move, in the way you live. Some people spend their entire lives waiting for an apology they may never get. They hold on to the past like it's their duty, thinking that resentment gives them power. But in reality, it drains them. It keeps them locked in a prison of their own making. The anger they carry doesn't hurt the person who wronged them, it only hurts them. Meanwhile, the one who chooses to release that burden moves forward, lighter, freer, unshackled by the past. That's why some people look like life has worn them down, while others, like you, seem untouched by time. Because peace is a preservative. Bitterness, on the other hand, is poison. Think about the happiest people you've ever met. They aren't the ones who have had an easy life. They're the ones who have refused to let a hard life harden them. They've faced pain, betrayal, disappointment, but instead of letting it define them, they've let it refine them. And in doing so, they've remained youthful, not just in appearance, but in spirit. You can see it in their eyes, in their laughter, in their energy. They don't carry the weight of yesterday into today. They don't let old wounds turn into permanent scars. They wake up each day with a fresh heart, ready to embrace life without the heaviness of bitterness holding them back. Now, let's be honest. Letting go isn't easy. It takes strength to release the pain, to move forward when everything in you wants to hold on. But the truth is, when you refuse to let go, you give your past power over your future. You allow it to dictate your emotions, your health, your peace. And over time, it shows. Stress and negativity age a person faster than time itself. But you, my friend, have chosen differently. You've chosen to keep your heart light, to not let the past steal your present. And that's why you walk with a youthful spirit. That's why time seems to respect you rather than break you down. Medical science backs this up. Studies have shown that people who practice forgiveness and release negative emotions have lower blood pressure, better heart health, and a slower aging process. Why? Because stress releases chemicals that wear down the body. When you hold on to resentment, your body stays in a state of tension. Your muscles tighten, your sleep suffers, your mind becomes clouded, and all of that speeds up the aging process. But when you let go, when you truly release it all, you breathe easier, you sleep better, your body relaxes, and when your body is at peace, it thrives. It regenerates, it heals, it glows. Think about the people in your life who always seem burdened by something. They may be young in years, but their energy feels old. Their eyes carry exhaustion. Their words are laced with bitterness. Their posture is weighed down by invisible burden. Now think about someone who radiates joy, peace, and light. They may be older, but something about them feels ageless. That difference? It's not just physical, it's spiritual, it's emotional. It's the difference between someone who carries the past and someone who has learned to release it. This doesn't mean you forget what happened to you. It doesn't mean you allow the same people to hurt you again. No, it means you choose yourself over your pain. You decide that you are worth more than the resentment. You make peace with the past, not because it was right, but because you deserve to move forward without carrying its weight. And in doing so, you step into a version of yourself that is lighter, freer, younger. You carry an energy that turns heads, that makes people wonder, what is their secret? And the truth is, the secret isn't found in a bottle or a routine. It's found in the freedom of your heart. So if you've ever wondered why people keep telling you that you don't look your age, why strangers assume you're years younger than you are, know this. It's not just about genetics. It's about the spirit you carry, the peace you walk with, the joy that hasn't been stolen by resentment. That lightness, it's your greatest beauty. It's the reason you stand out. It's the reason time moves slower for you than it does for others. And as long as you keep choosing peace over pain, forgiveness over bitterness, and light over darkness, you will continue to glow in a way that defies time itself. Number 2, you have a fire in your soul. There's something different about you. People can feel it when you walk into a room. It's not just in the way you look, but in the way you carry yourself. You have an energy, a presence, a fire inside of you that refuses to be dimmed. And that fire is what keeps you looking younger, stronger, more alive than your years would suggest. See, most people let life burn them out. They get weighed down by responsibilities, by routine, by disappointments. They stop dreaming, stop chasing, stop believing. But not you. You still have passion. You still wake up with hunger, with drive, with something inside of you that refuses to settle for a dull existence. And that passion, that fire, keeps you from aging the way others do. When someone has a purpose, it transforms them. You ever notice how people with passion in their eyes seem to glow? It's because they do. That inner fire radiates outward. It keeps them moving, keeps them striving, keeps them alive in a way that people who have given up simply aren't. A person with no passion, no drive, no purpose begins to fade. Their energy becomes stagnant. Their eyes lose their light. Their body starts moving slower, not just because of age, but because they've stopped living. But you have something inside you that refuses to die. You still have dreams, goals, ambitions. You are still reaching, still pushing, still burning with life, and that keeps you young. Think about the people in your life who seem much older than they really are, not because of wrinkles or gray hair, but because they've settled, because they've stopped pushing for more, stopped chasing what sets their soul on fire. They just exist. They go through the motions, doing what's expected of them, but there's no life in their spirit anymore. And that lack of passion, it ages a person more than time ever could. The weight of an unlived life is heavy, and it shows on their face, in their posture, in their energy. But when someone refuses to let go of their dreams, when they stay curious, stay hungry, stay excited about what's ahead, they radiate something different. They stay youthful. They stay alive. And here's the thing. Passion isn't about age. It's about mindset. You can be 20 and already look tired, defeated, uninspired, or you can be 60 and still have that fire in your eyes, still have that energy that makes people stop and wonder what's their secret. The secret is purpose. The secret is drive. The secret is waking up every day with something to look forward to, something to fight for, something that makes your soul burn with excitement. That energy is what keeps your body strong, your spirit fresh, your presence magnetic. Science even backs this up. Studies have shown that people who have a sense of purpose, whether it's a career they love, a mission they believe in, or simply a passion they pour themselves into, actually age slower. Their stress levels are lower, their immune systems are stronger, and their bodies function better. Why? Because passion fuels life. When you have something to strive for, something that excites you, your body responds. It produces chemicals that keep your mind sharp, your heart healthy, your spirit vibrant. And that, my friend, is why you don't just look younger, you are younger in spirit, in energy, in the way you move through life. You know what really makes a person old? It's not just time. It's stagnation. It's waking up every day without excitement, without something to chase, without that fire inside. That's what makes people age. That's what makes their shoulders slump, their skin dull, their energy fade. They have nothing that sparks them, nothing that pushes them forward. But you have fire. You have something inside you that won't let you just exist. You live. You move with passion. You dream with intensity. You chase life instead of letting life happen to you. And that keeps you youthful in a way no anti-aging cream ever could. People spend thousands trying to turn back the clock. They look for miracle serums, fancy treatments, ways to erase the years from their skin. But the real secret to youth, it's inside you. It's in the way you refuse to let go of the things that set your soul on fire. It's in the way you still chase your dreams, still get excited about life, still believe that the best is yet to come. That energy, that fire, it keeps you moving, keeps you glowing, keeps you looking younger than your age. Because you're not just counting the years. You're making the years count. And let me tell you something. You don't need permission to keep that fire burning. You don't need the world to understand why you're still chasing, still striving, still hungry for life. You just need to keep going. Keep believing. Keep pushing. Because that energy, that unstoppable spirit is what makes you stand out. It's why people look at you and see youth, no matter what the calendar says. Because youth isn't just a number, it's a mindset. And as long as you keep your fire alive, as long as you refuse to let life dull your passion, you will always radiate something different, something ageless, something powerful. So if anyone ever asks you why you look younger than your age, why you have that energy, that presence, that glow, just smile. Because you know the truth. It's not just luck. It's not just genetics. It's fire. It's purpose. It's passion. It's the refusal to live a life that doesn't excite you. And as long as that fire is burning inside you, you will never truly grow old. Because a soul on fire doesn't fade. It shines. Number 3, you smile more than you frown. There's something about you that people can't quite put their finger on. It's in your energy and your presence and the way you carry yourself. But more than anything, it's in your smile. It's in the way your face lights up, the way your eyes shine, the way your laughter carries in the air. And that's why you look younger than your years. See, life throws a lot at us. Hard days, disappointments, struggles that can weigh us down. But you refuse to let that steal your joy. You refuse to let life harden you, to let it carve lines of sorrow into your face. Instead, you choose to smile. You choose to laugh. You choose to keep your spirit light. And that choice alone keeps you looking, feeling, and living younger than most people ever will. A smile is more than just an expression. It's energy. It's life. It's a silent message to the world that says, I choose joy. And joy, that's powerful because joy isn't just about feeling happy. It's about creating an atmosphere and energy that lifts not only yourself, but those around you. Have you ever noticed how a person who smiles often seems more attractive, more magnetic, more alive? That's not just perception. That's reality. Studies have shown that smiling actually changes the way people see you. It makes you appear more approachable, more confident, more youthful. And it's not just how others see you, it's how your body responds. When you smile, you trigger the release of feel-good chemicals in your brain, endorphins, dopamine, serotonin, all working together to lower stress, boost immunity, and keep your skin glowing. That's nature's anti-aging secret right there. But here's the thing. Most people don't smile enough. They let stress take over. They let bitterness settle in. They frown more than they laugh. And over time, it shows. You can see it in the way they carry themselves, in the tension on their face, in the exhaustion in their eyes. A face that rarely smiles starts to wear the weight of life. Wrinkles deepen, posture slumps, energy fades, not because of age, but because of expression. The face reflects what the soul carries, and a soul burdened with negativity will show itself in a face that looks far older than it should. But you're different. You understand the power of joy. You know that smiling isn't just about looking young. It's about staying young in mind, body, and spirit. Think about the happiest people you know, the ones who seem to glow with life. The ones whose laughter fills a room, whose eyes sparkle when they speak. They don't let life beat them down. They don't hold on to grudges. Don't walk around with a face full of tension. They let things go. They choose happiness even when life makes it hard. And that choice, It keeps them youthful. It keeps them light. It keeps them alive. Because happiness isn't about what happens to you. It's about how you respond. And choosing to smile, choosing to laugh, choosing to focus on the good, that's how you stay young no matter what the calendar says. Smiling is a gift you give not only to yourself, but to others. Have you ever seen how a genuine smile can shift the energy in a room? How it can turn a bad day around, how it can make a stranger's burden feel a little lighter? That's the power of joy. It spreads, it multiplies. And when you carry that energy with you, when you move through life with a heart full of gratitude and a face that reflects it, people notice. They may not be able to put it into words, but they see it in you. They see the light in you. They see the youth in your spirit. And that, my friend, is why you look younger than your age. Because joy isn't just an emotion, it's a force. And when you live with that force inside of you, it radiates outward. Now let's talk science. Did you know that smiling actually tricks your brain into feeling happier? Even when you don't feel like smiling, the simple act of doing it sends signals to your brain that trigger a shift in mood. Your body releases stress-relieving hormones, lowers your blood pressure, and even strengthens your immune system. Smiling is medicine. And the best part, it's free. No expensive creams, no costly treatments, just the simple decision to smile more, to laugh often, to embrace joy in every way possible. That's how you keep your body young, your mind sharp, your presence magnetic. That's how you walk through life with an energy that defies age. But let's be real, life isn't always easy. There are days when smiling feels impossible, when laughter feels like a distant memory. But that's when it matters most. That's when you have to dig deep and remind yourself that no storm lasts forever. That joy is still yours to claim, even in the darkest moments. Because the ones who stay youthful, the ones who stay alive in spirit, are the ones who refuse to let life steal their joy. They find reasons to smile, even when life gives them every excuse not to. And that choice, that's what keeps them from aging the way others do. You have that choice every single day. You can choose to walk around carrying the weight of your struggles, letting them carve lines into your face and tension into your body. Or you can choose to let go, to smile, to live. And when you make that choice consistently, something incredible happens. Your face reflects your spirit, your energy shifts, your presence glows, and suddenly people start wondering, what's your secret? Why do you look so young, so vibrant, so full of life? And the answer is simple. You've chosen joy. You've chosen gratitude. You've chosen to smile more than you frown. So keep smiling, keep laughing, keep moving through life with a heart that is light, a spirit that is free, and a face that reflects it all. Because the real secret to looking young isn't in a bottle or a treatment. It's in the way you live. And as long as you keep choosing joy, you will never truly grow old. Because a heart that smiles often, that finds reasons to laugh, that embraces the beauty in every moment, that heart will always be young. Number 4. You don't let fear control you. Fear, it's the silent thief of time, the weight that drags people down, the chain that keeps them from truly living. Most people don't realize it, but fear is what ages them more than anything else. It's not just in the mind. It manifests in the body. It shows up in the wrinkles on their forehead, the tension in their shoulders, the exhaustion in their eyes. Fear drains people, pulling the life right out of them. But you're different. You don't let fear control you. You don't let it dictate your choices, your dreams, your path. And that is why you look younger than your years, because you are not weighed down by the burdens that steal life from others. You move with confidence, with courage, with the kind of energy that keeps your spirit alive and your face untouched by the stress that ages most people. Fear creates stress, and stress is a silent killer. It floods the body with cortisol, weakens the immune system, and speeds up the aging process. But when you refuse to let fear run your life, when you step forward despite uncertainty, your body knows it. Your heart beats stronger, your mind stays sharp, your face stays smooth. Because it's not carrying the constant tension of what ifs and worst case scenarios. That's the difference between those who let fear consume them and those who rise above it. It's not about having no fear, it's about not living in fear. And when you make that choice, you unlock something powerful, freedom. And freedom? That's the real secret to staying young. Because when you live free, you live fully. And when you live fully, your soul radiates through your skin. Think about the people who look exhausted by life, the ones whose faces tell stories of worry, hesitation, regret. They've spent years fearing change, fearing judgment, fearing failure, and it shows. It shows in their posture and their energy and the way they move through the world. They hesitate, they second guess, they hold themselves back. And that hesitation carves itself into their features. But you don't live like that. You step forward, you take risks. You know that fear is just an illusion, a voice in the mind trying to keep you small. And because you refuse to let that voice control you, you have a lightness about you, a boldness, a presence that is ageless. That is why people look at you and wonder, how do you do it? How do you look so vibrant, so youthful, so alive? And the answer is simple. You live without fear. When you choose courage over fear, you breathe differently. Your body relaxes, your heart rate steadies, your energy flows freely. You don't walk around with clenched fists and a tight jaw. You don't wake up every day with the weight of the world pressing down on you. Instead, you embrace life. You trust yourself. You move forward even when the path isn't clear. And that trust, that faith in yourself and in the journey, it lifts you, it elevates you, it keeps you from the kind of stress that steals years from people's lives. Because stress isn't just about what happens to you, it's about how you carry it. And when you carry yourself with courage, when you refuse to let fear be your master, you stay light. And lightness, that is youth. Fear is a prison, and too many people spend their lives locked inside it. They fear rejection, so they never put themselves out there. They fear failure, so they never take chances. They fear the unknown, so they stay stuck in the same place, year after year. And what happens? Regret. And regret is heavy. It settles in the bones. It lines the face. It takes away the glow that comes from truly living. But you have chosen a different path. You've chosen to face fear head on, to refuse to let it dictate your story. And because of that choice, you have something most people don't. Peace. And peace, that is the foundation of a youthful spirit. A peaceful heart, a peaceful mind. Those are the things that keep a person looking young, feeling young, being young. Have you ever noticed how fearless people seem to glow? How they walk into a room and instantly command attention, not because they're the loudest, but because they own themselves? That's not just confidence, that's freedom. Freedom from fear, from self-doubt, from the invisible chains that hold so many people back. And that freedom makes them ageless. It makes them unstoppable. When you stop fearing life, you start living it. And when you truly live, your face reflects it. Your body reflects it. Your energy reflects it. That's why people who live fearlessly always look younger than their years. Because fear is weight, and they have chosen to put it down. Now, this doesn't mean you don't feel fear. Of course you do. Everybody does. But the difference is you don't let it control you. You don't let it keep you from pursuing your dreams, from loving deeply, from taking the risks that make life worth living. And because of that, you stay alive in ways most people don't. You keep growing, keep evolving, keep moving forward. You don't let fear trap you in the past or paralyze you in the present. And that movement, that momentum, that's what keeps you young, because nothing ages a person faster than stagnation. Nothing drains a person more than living a life ruled by hesitation. Fear whispers lies. It tells you you're not good enough, not strong enough, not capable enough. But you don't listen. You know that the greatest rewards in life come from stepping outside your comfort zone. And because you take those steps, because you refuse to let fear shrink you, you live with a fire in your soul. And that fire, that's what people see in you. That's what makes you stand out. That's what keeps you looking younger, feeling younger, being younger. It's not about what's happening on the outside. It's about what's happening within. And inside of you, there is no fear, only faith. So keep moving, keep pushing past fear, keep stepping boldly into the unknown. Because every time you choose courage, you choose life. And when you choose life, you don't just look younger, you stay younger. Because fear may age people, but freedom keeps you ageless. Number 5, you walk with gratitude. Gratitude, it's more than just a feeling, it's a force. It's a way of life, a lens through which you see the world. And when you walk with gratitude, it shows. It shows in your eyes, in your smile, in the way you carry yourself. People who are thankful for life live differently. They move differently. They radiate something rare, a lightness, a joy, a kind of peace that you can't fake. And that's why you look younger than your years. Because gratitude doesn't just change your mind, it changes your body. It lifts the weight of stress, softens the hard edges of worry, and fills your soul with a kind of energy that keeps you alive. It's the secret that so many people overlook, and yet it's the very thing that keeps you glowing when others start to fade. Gratitude is a healer. When you appreciate what you have, you stop chasing what you don't. You stop carrying the burden of lack. And that shift, that's what makes all the difference. Because most people live in a state of wanting more money, more success, more approval, more love. And that wanting creates stress. It keeps them restless, anxious, and always feeling like they're behind. But you've learned the power of gratitude. You've learned to wake up every morning and see the blessings around you. And because of that, you don't carry the same stress that ages most people. You don't live in a constant state of not enough. And because your heart is full, your face is light, your spirit is ageless. Think about the people who always look exhausted, drained, worn out by life. They're the ones who focus on what's missing. They complain, they compare, they live in frustration. And that frustration, it weighs them down, it etches itself into their features, turns their smiles into frowns, and makes their energy heavy. But when you live with gratitude, your energy is light. You don't spend your days dwelling on what went wrong, who hurt you, or what you don't have. You focus on the good. You focus on what's working, on what's beautiful, on what's worth celebrating. And that mindset, that's what keeps you looking young, feeling young, being young. Because gratitude isn't just a thought, it's a lifeline. When you appreciate life, your body responds. Science even backs it up. People who practice gratitude have lower stress levels, better sleep, and stronger immune systems. Why? Because gratitude shifts the body from survival mode to thriving mode. It calms the nervous system, slows down the aging process, and fills you with a natural glow that no skincare product can replicate. And that's why people look at you and wonder, how do they do it? How do they seem so youthful, so at peace, so alive? And the answer is simple. You choose gratitude over stress every single day. Gratitude changes the way you carry yourself. It's in the way you walk, the way you talk, the way you show up in the world. People who live with gratitude don't slouch under the weight of negativity. They stand tall. They move with purpose. They don't drag their feet through life exhausted by problems. They step forward with appreciation for every lesson, every challenge, every moment. And that kind of energy, that's youth. That's vitality. That's what makes people take notice. Because gratitude isn't just about saying thank you. It's about embodying a spirit of appreciation that transforms the way you live. When you're grateful, your heart stays open. And an open heart is a beautiful thing. It keeps you connected to people, to experiences, to the joy of life. So many people close off their hearts as they get older. They become bitter, guarded, unwilling to see the good in others or in the world. And that bitterness, it ages them. It turns their smiles into scowls, their laughter into silence. But you refuse to live like that. You refuse to let negativity steal your joy. You choose to keep your heart open, your spirit light, your gratitude alive. And that choice, that's what keeps you looking and feeling young. Have you ever noticed how children glow with joy? How they find magic in the simplest things? A sunset, a butterfly, a kind word? That's gratitude in its purest form. And you've held on to that. You've held on to the ability to see the good, to appreciate the little things, to find joy in the present moment. That's why people look at you and see someone who hasn't lost their light. Because you haven't let life harden you. You haven't let disappointment steal your ability to appreciate. And that appreciation, that's the secret to looking young, to being young. Because gratitude isn't just a practice, it's a state of being. Life gives you two choices. You can focus on what's missing or you can focus on what's there. And you've made the choice that leads to a full life. You've chosen to see the good, to count your blessings, to move through life with appreciation rather than frustration. And that choice, it shapes everything. It shapes your attitude, your energy, your health. It keeps your face from hardening with stress, your body from weakening under pressure, your spirit from growing old before it's time. Because when you live in gratitude, you live lighter. And lightness, that is youth. So keep walking with gratitude. Keep seeing the beauty in life Keep appreciating the moments, the people, the experiences that make this journey worthwhile. Because gratitude isn't just about feeling good, it's about staying young, staying vibrant, staying alive. And when you do that, when you live like that, the years won't touch you, because gratitude isn't just a mindset, it's the key to a life that never ages. Number 6, you choose growth over comfort. Life will always present you with two paths, one of comfort and one of growth. Most people choose comfort. They settle into routines, avoid challenges, and cling to the familiar, even when it no longer serves them. But you have chosen growth. You have chosen to push past your limits, to step into the unknown, to challenge yourself rather than remain stagnant. And that choice, that's what keeps you young. Because growth brings life. Growth brings energy. It keeps your mind sharp, your spirit strong, and your body alive with purpose. When you refuse to settle, when you refuse to let comfort trap you, you continue evolving. And that evolution shows. It shows in your confidence, in your presence, in the light that radiates from you. People look at you and wonder, how do they do it? How do they still have that fire? And the answer is simple. You never stopped growing. Growth is what separates those who live from those who merely exist. Comfort may feel safe, but it's also where dreams go to die. It's where potential fades. It's where people lose their edge, their drive, their passion. But when you choose growth, you stay engaged with life. You keep learning, keep challenging yourself, keep stretching beyond the limits you once believed were unbreakable. And that willingness to evolve, that's what keeps you from becoming stuck. That's what keeps you looking and feeling younger than your years. Because your mind, your heart, your spirit refuse to be weighed down by stagnation. Think about the people who seem old before their time. They're the ones who stopped trying, stopped pushing themselves, stopped believing there was more to life. They chose comfort, and in that comfort, they withered. Their energy became dull, their curiosity faded, their spark disappeared. But you refused to let that happen. You knew that growth was the only way to stay alive. So you kept learning. You kept stepping into discomfort. You kept proving to yourself that you were capable of more. And because of that, you didn't just survive, you thrived. Growth isn't easy. It demands effort. It forces you to face failure, to confront fear, to push through pain. But every time you did, you grew. You became stronger, wiser, more resilient. And that resilience, it shows. It shows in the way you carry yourself, in the way you handle life's challenges, in the way you refuse to let anything break you. Most people let struggle age them, but you let it shape you. You let it refine you, sharpen you, empower you. And that choice to rise instead of retreat, to grow instead of settle, is why you look younger than your age. Your body follows the patterns of your mind. When you choose to grow, when you keep setting new goals, learning new things, and embracing new experiences, your brain stays young, your spirit stays engaged, and your body responds. Science even proves it. People who keep challenging themselves, who keep their minds active, age slower. Their brains remain sharp, their energy stays high, and their bodies don't break down as quickly. Why? Because growth fuels life. It keeps your system from falling into decay, keeps your mind from slowing down, and keeps your heart from becoming jaded. That's why people look at you and wonder how you do it, how you still have that drive, that passion, that youthful energy. And the answer is simple. You never stopped growing. Comfort is tempting. It whispers, stay where you are. Don't push too hard. Don't take risks. But you know better. You know that comfort is a trap, a slow death disguised as safety. You know that real life happens outside of your comfort zone. And that's why you push yourself. That's why you keep growing, keep learning, keep evolving. Because you refuse to be one of those people who wake up one day and realize they stopped living years ago. You refuse to let life slip by while you sit in the same place, doing the same things, thinking the same thoughts. You are here to grow. And that's what keeps you alive, keeps you young, keeps you thriving. People often think youth is about physical appearance, but true youth, true vitality, it's about spirit. It's about how engaged you are with life, how willing you are to evolve, how open you are to becoming more. The people who look the oldest aren't always the ones with the most wrinkles. They're the ones who gave up on growth, the ones who stopped trying, stopped learning, stopped believing in their own potential. But you are different. You have chosen to keep growing. to keep stepping forward, to keep saying yes to the challenges that scare you. And because of that, you don't just look young, you are young. Have you ever met someone who just radiates life? Someone whose energy is so strong, so powerful that it makes them seem ageless? That's what happens when you choose growth over comfort. You don't become stuck. You don't let life pass you by. You stay in motion, stay evolving, stay hungry for more. And that hunger, it keeps you sharp. It keeps you alive. It keeps you looking, feeling, and being younger than the rest. Because youth isn't about numbers. It's about momentum. And when you keep growing, you never lose that momentum. So keep choosing growth. Keep choosing challenge over ease, expansion over stagnation, courage over comfort. Because every time you push yourself, every time you embrace something new, every time you refuse to settle, you're keeping yourself young. And that choice, that commitment to growth, it's what will keep you vibrant, radiant, and unstoppable for years to come. Because growth isn't just about success. It's about staying fully alive. And when you are fully alive, the years can't touch you. Number 7, your spirit is unbreakable. There's something about you, something that sets you apart, something that makes people stop and notice. It's not just the way you look. It's not just the way you carry yourself. It's deeper than that. It's your spirit, your unbreakable, unstoppable, unshakable spirit. Life has thrown storms at you, tried to break you, tried to wear you down, but here you are, still standing, still pushing forward, still refusing to quit. And that resilience, that strength, it shows. It radiates from you. It shines in your eyes. It lives in the way you walk, the way you hold yourself, the way you refuse to be defeated. And that's why you look younger than your years, because your spirit has never grown old. Most people let life wear them down. They let pain break them. They let disappointment age them. You see it in their faces. The weight of everything they've carried. The heaviness of regret, of bitterness, of a life that didn't turn out the way they planned. They lost their fight. They lost their fire. But you didn't. You took the hits. You felt the pain, but you kept going. You kept fighting. You refused to be defined by what tried to destroy you. And that strength, it's what keeps you alive. It's what keeps you vibrant. It's what keeps you looking and feeling younger than your age. Because here's the truth. It's not just time that makes people old. It's defeat. It's giving up. It's letting life take away your passion, your belief, your hope. You see people who have let life crush them, and they look tired. They look worn, not just physically, but spiritually. Their energy is gone. Their light is dim. But your light is still burning. Your spirit is still fighting. And that's why you glow with a strength most people don't understand. That's why people look at you and think, how do they still have that energy? How do they still have that fire? And the answer is simple. You never let life break you. It's not that you haven't struggled. It's not that you haven't been knocked down. But every time life tried to take something from you, you rose again. Every time you faced darkness, you chose light. You didn't let your past define your future. You didn't let loss steal your joy. You took everything that was meant to break you and you turned it into fuel. And that's why you carry yourself the way you do. That's why your energy is stronger. That's why you don't look like what you've been through, because you refuse to let pain age you. You refuse to let hardship dull you. Instead, you let it refine you. That kind of resilience, it's rare, it's powerful, and it's why you don't just exist, you thrive. Most people shrink under pressure. They let failure convince them to stop trying. They let heartbreak close their hearts. They let fear keep them from taking risks. And in doing so, they wither. They lose their sense of adventure. They lose their hunger for life. They lose the fight that once lived inside them. But not you. You don't run from hardship. You don't let obstacles stop you. You embrace the battle. You rise from the struggle. You keep moving, keep believing, keep growing. And because of that, you're not just surviving, you're thriving. And thriving people, they don't age like the rest. They don't become stagnant. They don't let themselves fade. They stay engaged with life. They stay hungry for more. They keep laughing, keep loving, keep living with passion. And passion, it's the real secret to youth. It's what keeps your heart light. It's what keeps your spirit strong. It's what keeps you waking up every morning ready to fight for another day. That's why people are drawn to you. That's why people notice you, because your energy is different. Your spirit is different. You are alive in a way that most people aren't anymore. It's easy to give up. It's easy to let life make you bitter, but you made a different choice. You chose to believe in yourself, in your future, in the idea that no matter what happens, you will rise. That kind of belief, that kind of faith, it keeps you young, it keeps you strong, it keeps you undefeated. And that's why no matter how many years pass, people will always look at you and wonder. They will always ask, what's your secret? How do you still have that fire? How do you still have that glow? And the truth is, it's not about what's on the outside, it's about what's on the inside. Your spirit is unbreakable. Your fire is unstoppable. And that's why time will never define you. You are stronger than the years, stronger than the struggle, stronger than anything that has ever tried to break you. And as long as you hold on to that strength, as long as you refuse to let life steal your joy, your purpose, your fight, you will never grow old. You will never fade. You will never lose the light that makes you who you are. Because youth isn't just about age. It's about spirit. And your spirit, it will never be broken. And that, my friends, is the real secret. It's not the creams, not the surgeries, not the fancy diets. It's you. It's the way you live. It's the way you love. It's the fire in your soul, the light in your heart, the strength in your spirit. That's why you look younger than your age. Because you've chosen to carry joy instead of bitterness, to chase growth instead of comfort, to walk in gratitude instead of regret. You've refused to let life break you, refused to let fear control you, refused to let anything or anyone steal your passion for living. And that choice? It's what keeps you vibrant. It's what keeps you glowing. It's what makes you stand out in a world where too many people have given up. So keep shining, keep believing, keep walking with strength, with purpose, with faith, because the years will come, but they will never define you. You are unstoppable. You are unbreakable. And as long as you keep living with that fire inside you, time will never take away the essence of who you are. Thank you for being here today, for listening, for choosing to live with passion. Keep going, keep growing, and keep shining. God bless you.